I don't even know where I start with this. Like, where do I start? You know what I'm saying? But just do it. Do more of what you feel guided to. Okay. On one end, I'm being guided. Like, I just watched the movie Soul. And I was like really having so many epiphanies watching that movie, because I'm like, dang, like we get so stuck on what we think our purpose is, when the purpose sometimes is just to simply live and enjoy and be joyful, right? Despite the hardships and, the darkness, whatever the case is, like even in that moment you're going to have, like, this is not to be in like Delulu land or La La Land and be like, oh, it's just going to be it's just going to be rainbows and sunshines. No. But that movie just really touched me in so much different ways. And I'm like, dang, like we do get fixated on thinking that we gotta we're not going to be okay. Whoo, we're not going to be successful, and we're not going to be sustainable until we reach whatever that X, Y, and Z thing is, right? Whether that's a relationship, a goal, a career, a milestone, or whatever the case is. We get so fixated. But specifically in that movie, when he did all of that, and you had to have watched the movie. This is my first time watching the movie, but you had to watch the movie. When he did all of that, he went through all of that just to finally reach his destination, okay, his goal, just to realize that that's it. That's it. Like, I thought that this was going to make me feel so much different. And that's what he quoted. Like, I thought that this feeling was going to be so much different. And we get like that. We get so worked up, whatever this thing is. We get so worked up that by the time we meet the destination, we make it to the destination, it's like, did we really just hype this whole thing up? And I'll give you an example, right? And I remember a creator on here says it doesn't stop because you reach 10K followings. It doesn't stop when you reach 100K followings. It never stops. So I'm like, okay. And of course, I'm halfway to the journey to realize that, like, the feeling has to come within. It has to come from a soul, and this energy of like being appreciative and grateful over the journey, the process, like the moment. And I see why people say enjoy the ride, enjoy the moments, because some things is not what they're cracked to be. Some things is not like worth the hype. And that's the reality of it. So you have to be composed. You have to find grounding. You have to be okay with things meeting your expectations and when they're not meeting your expectations. Okay. But I just found that so interesting because I was receiving a lot of downloads yesterday, and I just I couldn't find the time to like record. But maybe this was a handful. This was really a handful, because I'm like, damn, like we really do live in times where we think if we make it to the top, we're going to be like, that is going to define us. If we do this, that's going to define us. No, it's not. And I feel like we get so worked up sometimes, and then we let our own self down because we have built so much fixation and high expectations on how things are supposed to play out, when all actuality, it's about the sensation we feel already, about the journey, about the path, about the 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 process of things. And I love that movie so much. I'm going to watch it again. I love that movie so much because if you do know the movie, you understand 22 just enjoyed the simple things. Just enjoyed the simple things. And it just like changed my whole mindset. I was already like understanding, like, yes, it's the simple things in life, but like, no, like the fact that she couldn't smell, she couldn't touch, she couldn't, like, none of her senses were activated in the spiritual realm. But when she came into the physical realm, everything was so much satisfying. So wherever you are in your journey, take time to enjoy the simplest things in life, okay? Hope all is well. Peace.